That's right, en direct avec Doc Olivier. C'est maintenant. Pousse le volume à 11.
Holmes, formerly of Wasp, okay? I got a new band called Mean Man.
Eh bien, bonsoir à tous, bonsoir à toutes. C'est de nouveau le Doc. Alors, j'espère que vous avez passé une excellente soirée, un excellent dimanche, que vous avez écouté Last Ride il y a 1 heure. Là, ce soir, on a un invité très, très, très spécial et je suis très content de l'avoir avec moi puisque nous avons un énorme guitariste avec nous, vraiment un très, très grand artiste qui a écrit bon nombre de très, très bons morceaux. On va aller discuter dans un instant avec Chris Holmes et on va parler avec lui du Mean Man, on va parler de son histoire, on va parler de musique, on va parler de plein de bonnes choses et on y va tout de suite en direct puisque Chris nous a rejoint. Hello Chris, how are you? Hello.
How you doing?
Fine, and you? That's a great pleasure to see you live from France. Yeah. Live from France.
I'm still alive, you know.
What is the weather today? Do you have some snow or something like that?
No. We're too close to the ocean here. It doesn't snow that close. You know, when you live by the ocean, it doesn't snow by the ocean unless you're in the Arctic. But...
Donc voilà, donc ce grand artiste qui est avec nous, c'est Chris Holmes, comme vous le savez, il habite en France. Alors j'ai juste un peu rigolé pour lui demander s'il avait de la neige, mais il n'a pas de neige, hein. Il est au bord de la mer. Voilà, c'est un très très grand plaisir. On va pouvoir discuter avec lui de son nouveau projet avec le Mean Man. On va pouvoir parler avec lui du DVD. On va pouvoir parler avec lui de sa campagne Bandcamp et Indigo, puisqu'il y a une campagne qui est ouverte. Vous voyez passer tout de suite en direct l'adresse de la page Bandcamp si vous voulez aller regarder ce qui s'y passe et surtout aller participer, bien sûr, comme pour le Indigo, à mettre un petit peu d'argent pour avoir la réalisation de ce nouveau disque. En tout cas, on va en parler tout de suite avec Chris. So Chris, I just speak a few seconds about this Mean Man, the Bandcamp page and something like that. So first of all, I would like to say the year 2020 is coming to end, and frankly, it's not a good year for artists. How do you occupy your times now?
Well, I've stayed to myself. I play my guitar a lot, and I've watched a lot of stuff on YouTube. And I don't want to be. I try not to get COVID. You know.
Yeah. I just translate.
I play my guitar a lot.
Yeah, bon, la première question, elle est simple, hein, c'est une année 2020 qui n'est pas facile pour tout le monde, pour les artistes. Comment il s'occupe? Très simplement, en fait, il joue de la guitare, il fait de la musique, il regarde sur YouTube, il fait des choses. Donc c'est le grand moment, de temps et de création, tout simplement. Chris, you start now your launch an Indigo campaign for your next CD. Can you tell about it? What do you offer in this campaign, and where we are with your Indigo Bandcamp subscription?
I don't. My wife does all the work, all the stuff on that.
What about the Indigo campaign now? You create this Indigo campaign for the new release. So where we are with this campaign now?
Well, I don't really know. We're about almost at the end of it, but we did it so we can I can get enough money to record the rest of the record. You know, I don't know what she gives on it, T-shirts and all that stuff. You know, that's not. I'm kind of dumbfounded to that.
Ouais, donc pour la campagne Indigo, donc c'est parti, vous pouvez y aller. Il y a aussi la page Bandcamp, alors n'hésitez pas, je vous ai passé le lien Chris Holmes one.bandcamp.com, il y a plein de choses à l'intérieur, vous pouvez aller regarder un petit peu le merchandising, participer of course à mettre un petit peu d'argent sur la table pour qu'on puisse avoir ce nouveau disque de Chris, et puis c'est quand même un très grand artiste, donc si vous pouvez participer, c'est super bien. Chris, this year's, we just come back for some bad news. In fact, just before we speak about the good news, I would like to say this year's is marked by the death of a lot of good friends of us, Eddie Van Halen, Frankie Benali, Ken Hensley, and others like Bruce Kulick. You know them, so do you have one or more words about them regarding Eddie Van Halen, Frankie, Ken Hensley, and so on? I know that you work with some of them, so it's a little bit strange years now.
Well, let's start off with Kulick. He every time I ever ran into him, he always treated me like a king. He was always had a heart of gold. I played on a few record things for him. He paid me good money. If you want to say that in French, and then I'll finish the rest. You know, Ken Hensley, what a drag. I don't know how old he was, but, you know, from Uriah Heep, he worked on Headless Children. He was a good friend. It's sad to see him go. But Frankie Benelli, I saw him about 6 years ago when I was in L.A., and it's sad that he got that cancer. You know, he was a exceptionally good drummer. Probably one of the top 10 that's ever played drums, you know, at what he did. And the worst one is Eddie Van Halen. I've known since I was a kid, and that was the hardest one that hit me the hardest, you know, because I'll never be able to talk to him again. That's what kills me. Because I watched him, you know, start out with nothing, from having nothing, and going to where he going to the status that he went to was a great achievement for anybody, you know, what he did. And I still haven't gotten over it, his death. It's still, you know, I'll be sitting there thinking about it, and it just brings tears to my eyes, you know.
Comme je le disais, hein, c'est une année très bizarre parce qu'on a eu beaucoup de morts de très grands artistes, Eddie Van Halen, Frankie Benali, Ken Hensley, Bruce Kulick et ainsi de suite. Donc c'est beaucoup d'artistes qu'a côtoyé Chris, et effectivement Frankie Benali, c'est un des grands batteurs, hein, dans le top 10. Eddie Van Halen, on n'en parle pas. Ken Hensley, c'est vraiment des gens très très bien. Et puis il avait vu Bob Kulick à New York alors qu'il avait le cancer. Il savait que c'était très compliqué, et puis voilà, bon, c'est pas une bonne période, mais enfin c'est tous des gens qu'il a côtoyé. Chris, during this live Facebook session, we have some persons who is live with us. So you see that we have some persons we said hello. So Isabel sent an hello via Facebook. It's a pleasure to hear a big artist like Chris Holmes. Thank you for that Christmas. So this is directly on the live session of the live Facebook. So we have some person with hear us. So that's the gift from Isabel, in fact.
Right.
We turn now about this after this bad news, of course, of the death of the different artists. We move now.
You know what makes me sad is I should have passed away way before these guys did. You know, because the way that I've lived my past life.
Yeah.
You know, the things I've done in the last 40 years, I shouldn't have made it this far. You know, I didn't, when I was in my younger days, I didn't even want to make it to 40, you know. But yeah, it's you never know when you know how long people are going to last, man.
Yeah, it's very sad, yes, of course.
Yeah.
That, comme le dit, hein, c'est vraiment une partie de sa vie, c'est une partie de plein de choses, et c'est vrai que c'est quand même une période très très compliquée d'avoir perdu tous ces gens. We just come back now to discuss about your documentary, Chris. You released a documentary about everyday life on the January 2021, called Mean Man: The Story of Chris Holmes. It came on digital, Blu-ray, DVD. Can you tell us about it? What is the story of your story?
It's my friend, a guy named Antoine. He runs a Duke TV. That's what he runs.
Duke TV, yeah.
Yeah. He's French, and he's a really good friend of mine. He followed me around for my first show I ever did, and a bunch of other shows. And he filmed what went on backstage. The people did interviews with the band members and stuff. And then about 2 years ago, he went to America, and he interviewed a bunch of people I grew up with, my mom, my sister. I don't know. He didn't get my brother. And just part of the people in my life growing up that knew things that I did, going from being an adult, an adolescent to being an adult. And it's just about a lot of things in my life. Somebody's got some of the struggles I been through and stuff like that, interviews. And it shows a lot of stuff being on the road,
Yeah, be on the road. I think this is the point. Be on the road. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just translate. Sorry, oui, effectivement. Donc, qu'est-ce qu'on va avoir dans ce DVD Blu-ray? En fait, c'est la vie en tournée, c'est la vie des interviews, c'est la vie en concert, c'est tous les gens qui viennent rendre visite à Chris pendant ses concerts et qui viennent les dédicacer, discuter. Et on va avoir à travers ce DVD fait par Duke TV, si je me trompe pas, la plus-value de l'envers du décor des concerts de Chris et de la manière dont Chris nous présente la vie on tour, the life on tour. Vraiment, c'est vraiment un très très bon moment, je pense. In other questions, I think
in the video, it's kind of funny because most people wouldn't have done what I did. I filmed us traveling in a car, on the road, not having any money, whatever, how we do it. And it doesn't bother me, that most people in my instance would have had a big bus and all that crap. How way up on top of the world they are. But I just showed how it really went on.
Yeah, c'est voilà, comme il le dit, hein, c'est la vie on the road, I would like to say. c'est le moment de voir l'envers du décor, de voir comment ça se passe, et c'est l'occasion aussi de découvrir une autre partie de la vie de Chris à travers ce DVD. Can you tell us about how you have recorded this topic around your life? This is a pure live show. This is without any filters and something like that. This is a real, I would like to say, the real Chris, real life for this DVD.
Yeah. Nothing's fake. Nothing's a big lie.
Yeah.
Half the stuff that I did in the old band was a bunch, big fake bunch of crap. It's not the real thing. Whatever you see is the real thing. There's no.
Comme il le dit, c'est du pur vrai, c'est de la vraie vie de Chris en concert, en tournée, et il n'y a pas de fake news, il n'y a pas de n'importe quoi, c'est vraiment du direct. Voilà, c'est ce qui s'est passé à un moment, et ainsi de suite. So Chris, some other persons who is live with us, so this is Mark, we said Chris, the best ever. So I have no word about that. Huh? This is Chris Holmes, the best ever. So okay. I would like to say, I'm agree. That's all. Some other question from one of my friends in France. Patrice said it's sometimes you see Chris on a different concert on the south of the France. So I think you are when you have the time, you can go to some concert in the south of France, I think.
I used to go out when it was okay here.
Yeah.
What the guy said, he saw me somewhere?
No, I think he said he see you a lot of concert in the south of France. Not only your concert, you are a fan of music, so you can pick up your time to see some concerts.
Yeah, I love to go out and watch other people play.
Yeah. So this is the point. Ma question était de dire, oui, Patrice dit, on croise souvent Chris lors des concerts dans le sud-est et dans le sud de la France. Chris répond tout simplement, ouais, j'adore aller voir les gens jouer et j'adore jouer. Donc, de toute façon, il n'y a pas de sujet là-dessus. Chris, another questions. Now you left the United States to live in France. Do you think it's more than a new life?
No, same old life. It's just I haven't been bothered by the police here. That's one
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it. In America, I was pulled over every time I got in my car, because the way I look and hassle for, they'd always search me for drugs, and I got tired of it. Every time I drove, I hide my hair, put my hair up under a hat so they wouldn't pull me over. Racial profiling, but here the cops look at you a lot different. I enjoy the hell out of that. I don't speak the language a lot, so. But yeah, they treat you with the police here are great, even though what's happened in France with the colored guy and stuff. The police, and I don't miss LA, because a lot LA's called Stencil Town. Do you understand that? You know what Stencil Town means?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the stencils, the fake stuff you hang on your tree. It's fake. I mean, I'm born there, but Hollywood.
Donc, comme il le dit, je lui ai demandé si c'était une nouvelle vie de vivre en France puisqu'il a quitté les États-Unis. Et puis en fait, il dit bah ouais, c'est vachement mieux parce que quand j'étais aux États-Unis, quand je conduisais ma voiture, je me faisais arrêter tout le temps parce que j'avais une tête de drogué, de machin, de bidule. Là, en France, c'est plus facile. Donc les policiers l'arrêtent beaucoup moins et puis même s'il parle pas bien le français, il trouve que c'est quand même mieux et puis il trouve que LA c'était quand même très compliqué, donc il préfère vivre plutôt dans le sud de la France. Chris, another question about Mean Man. You created Mean Man, your band, to go back on the road and make records. Did he give you new motivation, in fact?
What do you mean, the band members? Or?
No. With this new band, Mean Man, do you have more motivation now to come back to records, to go back on stage and something like that?
It's something I always enjoyed doing. I mean, I haven't, since 2000, I kind of went out of the picture of music, in LA. And I wasn't playing. I didn't play that much and this and that. I love playing live. That's my favorite thing. Recordings. I record so I can go out and really play live. I've done the records so I can play live. That's what I love doing the most,
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait to get out and play again.
Yeah. I have a lot of questions on the chat regarding touring, so maybe I come back to touring in a few seconds. Comme il le dit, il a créé donc Mean Man et je lui posais la question de savoir si ça a redonné de la motivation pour réécrire, pour aller en concert. Il dit moi j'adore jouer. J'adore être sur scène, j'adore partager avec les gens et le Mean Man, en fait oui, le groupe c'est important, il adore enregistrer, mais le plus important c'est de jouer live, d'être live. Chris, one question I think from one of my friends. I'm not sure you have the answer, but I put on the chat. Chris, do you still have your leather pants with your ass out?
No, I don't. with me had the butt cut out of it. No.
So, je pense, Sarah, que la réponse est non, il ne l'a plus.
No.
That's a question from one of my friends. Huh? I'm not sure it's not my friend, but on a peut-être un. Ouais, Chris. Yeah. So this is a question from one of my friends.
The pants are probably still in a wasp locker somewhere. Because after we'd get off the road, all that stuff went into, was in the road cases.
Yeah. So I have some other questions after that regarding touring and something like that. A lot of persons sent questions about the touring. So maybe I can back in a few minutes about touring. I have another question regarding your wife, Sarah. It's also your manager. How do you organize yourself? Do you sometimes have tension between you? Who organize your life, personal life and job life together? It's a little bit difficult now, or it is easy to manage?
Well, because I live and breathe music, about touring. That's what I want to do, and she helps me do it. I had a WASP manager, and all that shit. And all they did was take all my money, take everything from me. paid me a little salary on the road, took everything. My wife doesn't do that. She wants me to succeed. You know?
Yeah. It's perfect. Yeah. Bah, comme je lui posais la question, c'est assez simple parce qu'il vit avec sa femme, puis c'est aussi son manager, hein, c'est quand même pas rien, et on sait que des fois, bah, il peut y avoir des tensions entre le couple ou entre le groupe. Et bah, lui, il dit non, parce que pour le coup, bah, ma femme, elle est pas là pour me piquer mes sous, elle est là pour me donner juste du succès. Et en fait, bah, c'est plutôt l'idée de faire avancer les choses. Chris, another questions about some video on YouTube, and I'm a little bit confused about this one. But a few years ago, you did an interview in a swimming pool where you talk about yourself without filter, and it's a little bit difficult. Do you think it could be useful for your back?
What do you mean without filter? What's that mean?
Without any, it's totally free. You answer without any other approach. It's you, in fact. Filter. It's not we.
It was a redone of the decline of Western civilization.
Yeah, it's like I give a question to report without any filter, without any other. You receive these questions, and after that you report yes, no, it is a life, and something like that. So it is difficult, this interview, because I see a lot of answer with very difficult, I think, now. No.
No, but when you said without filter, what do you mean by a filter?
Filter, it's like without any doubt, without any. It's a real answer from Chris.
Well, we did that because, remember, have you ever seen the decline of Western civilization? That one in the 80s. Well, that was when I was a drunk, stupid young kid.
Yeah.
And we redid it when it's 35 years later, to show, hey, I'm still here, and ask the same questions.
Yes. Yes, that's why it's really, really strange. So another question, Chris, regarding this chat, I think. What band are you listening to right now?
Right now, I was listening to Firepower by Judas Priest.
That's a good one. Yeah.
I thought I did. I honestly thought I wouldn't like it, and when I put it on and I listened to it, it's killer. I love it. It's a great record, man.
Eh ben voilà, Thierry, tu as ta réponse. Qu'est-ce qu'il écoute actuellement? Il écoute le dernier Judas Priest, Firepower. Voilà, c'est le dernier disque qu'écoute notre ami Chris. Chris,
the album makes you go like this when you listen to it, man. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the sound of it.
Yeah, it's a powerful songs again.
Oh yeah.
Just few letters. DTA. You remember DTA? Don't trust anybody. Do you still keep this sentence? It's mine today. DTA. Don't trust anybody.
Well, that means if you're a musician and you play with people in a band, and money comes into the situation, don't trust anybody. Don't trust anybody. Okay? DTA, that's what it means. And I still stand by that today, telling people that.
Ouais. Donc je lui posais la question. DTA, c'est un terme qu'il utilise souvent, hein, ne croyant en personne, n'écouter personne. Il continue à dire que pour des musiciens, effectivement, il faut pas écouter, il faut continuer à avancer et pas écouter tout ce qu'il y a autour, parce que effectivement, il y a toujours quelque chose de compliqué autour de ça. Chris, The Devil Make Me Do It from an EP, from your EP's release earlier this year called Under the Influence. Can you tell us more about these tracks and the next one?
What do you mean by the next one? The rest of this finished?
And maybe what about the next release?
It's gonna...
That's a good question, Chris. Where we are with the new release?
I gotta record it, finish it, record it first with the Indigo, But the song "The Devil Made Me Do It" is what I would say. If you listen to the lyrics, it goes, I'd wake up the next day and you'd hear me say, "The devil made me do it," because I did such stupid things, and I just wrote that song thinking of what I was like when I was in my 18 years old,
Mm.
and there's a song called "Under the Influence" on the EP. I just write songs about the way I see life, see things,
Mm.
and I know 2020 is over. If the COVID clears up, then I'll be able to finish the record. If it doesn't, I'll be in trouble. I'm not in trouble. It'll just be a little bit longer. That's all.
That's all. Bah oui, alors The Devil Make Me Do, c'est extrait, donc il a sorti un EP qui s'appelle Under the Influence. Et donc, ce EP, il a plein de bons titres, hein. The Devil Make Me Do It. Comme il le dit, c'était l'Under l'influence, c'est quand il avait 18 ans et que derrière, il avait effectivement des influences diverses et variées. Et puis, j'ai essayé de tâter un petit peu pour savoir où est-ce qu'il en était des restes des titres qui sont en cours. Il y a plein de trucs qui sont enregistrés et on espère avoir la suite, hein. Chris, you remain in the memory of many people. This incredible guitarist we grew up with. Are you proud of that? Are you proud of that? For me, you are one of my heroes because your sound is very particular. And when we listen your songs in different places, you see that this is your Chris Holmes songs. So are you proud of that? Une petite. Maybe you have a short internet.
Yeah, I'm proud that it touched people's lives,
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear me now? How about
yes.
Now? Does it work? Okay. Yeah, I'm proud of it. It touched people's lives, and some people look up to the way I play guitar, and it's I'm proud that it's inspired people to play.
Yeah. Ouais. Comme je disais, moi j'ai été pour plusieurs fans de musique comme moi, Chris c'est quand même quelqu'un qu'on garde en mémoire parce qu'il est quand même un très très grand guitariste, un incroyable guitariste avec un son de guitare incroyable. Quand il branche sa guitare, on reconnaît tout de suite le son de Chris Holmes. Et moi j'ai grandi avec lui, donc je voulais savoir s'il était content que les gens comme moi soient hyper heureux. Il m'a dit oui, moi je suis content et puis et j'adore ça et voilà. Maybe some other questions from the person who is on the chat, Chris. Do you remember your US tour with Iron Maiden?
Yeah. Okay. If I can hear it, the internet keeps going in and out. What's the question?
So do you remember your US tour with Iron Maiden?
Do I remember it? Yeah. It's one of the best times I ever had touring.
Ouais. Bon, voilà la réponse. Oui, ça en rappelle, hein, voilà. Une autre question, justement en parlant de concerts, hein, on va les regarder. Another questions about touring.
The best tour with Iron Maiden was in Europe.
Ah, okay.
Okay, Somewhere in Time tour. That was probably the best of my life that I ever had planned, and doing things off stage with people, and because I hung out with Iron Maiden on their bus.
Ouais. Comme il le dit, un des meilleurs tours qu'il a fait, c'était en Europe avec Iron Maiden dans le Somewhere in Time tour, où il a apprécié cette tournée en Europe. Just few words about touring, Chris, because you have a lot of people in the chat with who wants to see if you have some plans for touring in 2021. So this is a question from David Williams. What are the plans for touring in 2021?
Well, we have some shows in Canada that were rebooked from this year to next year, but the plans are kind of unless COVID's taken care of and everybody's vaccinated, it's not worth touring. So I'm not going to tour. So that's the plan.
Yeah. Bah, comme il le dit, hein, s'il y avait pas le Covid, il tournerait, mais là, avec le Covid, bah, c'est un peu compliqué, mais enfin, on va aller faire des concerts dès qu'on peut. Bah, je pense que c'est un petit peu comme tout le monde. Chris, we just come back about some songs that you wrote a few weeks ago. Before The Devil Make Me Do It, you had to release the tracks Playing with Fire as a music video with one of my favorite singers, Steve Grimmett, who is one of my heroes, of course. Did you enjoy this track with all these guests that you have on this song?
Yeah, it's good. In April or February, Sarah, when COVID came into the picture and everything was shutting down, Sarah asked me to write a song about it, and so I sat down and wrote it in the studio and came up with the idea, and I sang on the thing, first with the lyrics, and then she called up and asked the other guys to sing on it. And Steve's a cool guy. I met him about 2 years ago at a show. We played with Grim Reaper, and he's guy's got a heart of gold. He's great, real good person. And we stayed in touch. We just called him up and asked him if he'd sing on it. So they just copied what I was doing.
Bah,
I'm glad my voice ain't on.
Ouais, comme le dit Chris, donc avant le morceau The Devil Make Me Do It, il avait enregistré un morceau qui s'appelle Playing with the Fire avec un nombre incalculable d'invités, donc Steve Grimmett, il y avait Carrie Pinto et plein d'autres. Est-ce qu'il a apprécié ce titre? Il dit oui, j'ai passé un excellent moment, et puis ils sont restés en contact avec Steve, et moi Steve c'est un de mes chanteurs préférés de la New Wave of British Heavy Metal, donc avoir Steve Grimmett et Chris Holmes sur un même titre, moi je suis hyper heureux comme un gamin. I just said, Chris, Steve Grimmett and you playing on the same songs for me it's like a kid for me, because Steve is one of the best singers of the new wave of British heavy metal. You are an incredible guitarist player, and see both Chris and Steve on the same songs. It's for me like a kid. It's a large gift that you give for the persons who enjoy your music and the voice of Steve. So for this one, thank you so much, because Steve is a wonderful guy. I have the chance to speak with Steve sometimes, so it's a real pleasure to see you both on this song. And I hope, and I cross my finger, maybe we have another one.
Yeah, depends how long I'm locked down for.
Yeah, and just one question regarding Steve, because Steve, it's an hero for a lot of things. But when you see Steve Grimmett with on stage today with so much pleasure, do you think that you choose the best possible job when you see the conditions, his condition of Steve now? He lost one leg, and it's very difficult for him to sing. What is your feeling when you see Steve on stage?
Well, you don't sing with your leg,
Yeah.
Oh, he's great on stage, whether he's missing a leg or not. People get older, they get older. He's good.
Yeah.
He's good. I didn't ever even ask him what happened to his leg, how he lost it or whatever. But it's a good thing he didn't lose his middle leg.
Yeah, yes, I'm not sure. Maybe it's 8 pass. We can speak about the middle leg. Ouais, comme il a dit, moi j'ai beaucoup de tendresse pour Steve Grimmett, parce que quelqu'un qui chante comme il chante encore, avec une jambe en moins, comme vous le savez, c'est quand même un très grand plaisir. Et puis, comme le dit très bien Chris, il a pas besoin il a pas besoin de sa jambe pour chanter. Il a encore la voix qu'il faut, et on l'a eu en interview dans 213 Rock et sur Vinyl Time, et il a toujours la même pêche. Chris, another question regarding your guitar sounds, because it's totally recognizable. Do you have a secret about your song of your guitars?
It's just the way I play, It's the way I've learned to play. There's no secret to it. It's the way I hit chords. Everybody plays different, There's no secret.
No secret.
It's all done by ear. I don't read music. So it could be it's all done by ear. I have a certain way of dialing in my amplifiers the way I like it, but everybody has their way that makes it sound good,
Ok. Ok. Bah, comme je
If-
posais la
if
question. Oui.
Oh, I'll let you finish the question. You know.
Ça, en fait, pour le coup, non, bah, je lui disais, il a un son de guitare qui est hyper reconnaissable parce qu'il a un secret. Il dit non, moi, je branche mon truc. Voilà, si le son est bon, et ben ça me va bien. Et puis, et j'ai juste, je fais tout à l'oreille. Donc, voilà, quand j'entends un son qui est super, je branche la guitare, je branche le son. C'est bon à l'oreille et pouf, on est parti. Another person on the chat, Chris. Hello, Chris. I've been a big fan of you playing for years. Badass guitar player. So that's a good. Maybe another funny one. I think. What have you bought Sarah for Christmas? On the chat.
What have I got? What?
The question from Kev. What have you bought Sarah for Christmas? This is the question provided by the
what
chat.
What am I going to get? Okay, but what am I going to get for Christmas, or
yes?
What am I going to do?
What have you bought Sarah for Christmas? Do you have any idea? No.
What am I going to do for Christmas? What did I buy?
Well, I buy for Sarah for Christmas. If you see the chat.
Oh,
no.
See the chat. That's the problem.
Yeah.
No. I haven't got her a present yet.
Okay, so another.
Gotta go look for a better one.
So I think I have the answer from Sarah. In fact, he said, "Don't tell it, my love. It's a secret." Yeah, Chris.
We keep going in and out. This internet thing. Yeah.
So we have the answer from your wife. He said, "Don't tell it, my love. It's a secret." So that's the answer of your wife.
Yeah.
So maybe another question regarding your beautiful guitars, Chris, because since many years you have fantastic guitars on stage with you. You have always beautiful guitars. Do you care about that? It is very important to have some beautiful guitars to play, or is it just like fun or something like that?
I got two of the ones that I've had since I was 21, still got them. It's the same guitars. So, and then I got a newer one, Jackson. I just play the same. Well, you can only play one at a time, right?
Donc la question c'était il y a beaucoup de belles guitares avec lui, avec qui il joue et de la manière dont il joue, et en fait il dit bah non, j'ai toujours les mêmes guitares, j'ai toujours la même guitare, et puis c'est toujours important, et puis je joue sur Jackson, et puis voilà, ça reste ma guitare favorite, la Jackson, les guitares Jackson. Chris,
the reason why is the guitars are the shape of them, the shape of the guitars, they're bigger. And if I put a Les Paul on, it looks like a Tinker toy.
Okay. Yeah.
Or a Strat looks really funny on me. They look like real, like they're kiddie toys. They're real small. So the Jacksons are a little bit bigger, the shape, and like a star, and it fits my body. I'm 6'6".
Bah, comme il l'a dit, donc il a ses guitares qui sont en forme parce qu'elles sont très grandes, et quand il joue avec une Les Paul, bah, on dirait une petite guitare, comme un petit cadeau, un petit jouet là, tout petit. Donc c'est pas le mieux. Just one question from the chat again, Chris. What is your favorite guitarist ever? It's a very difficult question, maybe.
Mine?
My
favorite guitar player?
Yes, ever.
Are we missing?
Yeah. Do you hear me? Yeah. So David Williams said. Yes, David sent a question from the chat. What is your my favorite? Yeah.
Is Eddie Van Halen.
So that's perfect. So David, you have your answer. This is Eddie Van Halen. regarding this your questions and something like that.
That's my favorite ever. Yeah.
Pour ceux qui veulent gagner aussi, tiens, en parlant de ça, si ceux qui voulaient gagner un EP, 3 pins, une photo signée par Chris, ben laissez-nous un petit message dans le chat et puis on fera un petit tirage au sort. So if you want to win an EP, 3 pins and a photo signed by Chris, don't hesitate to put a quick message on the live session of the Facebook, and we come back with this gift for Christmas. Chris, another question regarding the merchandising. Tell us a little bit about the merchandising you propose on your Bandcamp page regarding the Indigo. So you have a shirt, a mug, a CD, and something like that?
Yeah. It's all, I guess it's all on the pages. You can see it on the internet. I can't really describe it. It's just shirts say, some have my pictures on it, some don't. It's just a mean man. Some go like this, have the finger,
Yeah. Like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
The finger,
Yeah. So I put for the listener, I put the Bandcamp page. So this is https chrisholmes.bandcamp.com, and we can see everything regarding Chris Holmes, Mean Machine, Mean Man, and something like that on these Bandcamp pages. Finally, Chris, you have a busy schedules in 2021. So what can we wish you? What is the plan now for the 2021? The record, the DVD, some touring.
My plan,
nothing.
My plan is not to get COVID. I don't want to get sick. I have COPD in my lungs. I have a lung disease, COPD. If I got COVID, I'd be dead.
Yeah,
that's scary. I wouldn't be able to recover. But anyway, yeah. If the virus, goes away, I'm going to go out and tour and play.
Comme le dit Chris, il y a plein de choses enregistrées, surtout pas choper je veux pas être malade, je veux pas choper le Covid, donc pour l'instant je touche du bois, ça se passe bien, et puis l'idée c'est surtout de tourner et puis d'aller passer un maximum de choses. Maybe I have another question. I'm not sure if it's the same approach, but Carl said, "Are you planning a new DVD in 2021?" But I think this is not like your life or something like that. This is not Mean Machine, the story of Chris Holmes, with comeback on digital, Blu-ray, and DVD. Maybe the question is more focused on a live show only. Do you plan a new DVD in 2021 or 2022? I don't know.
If I can get the people to film it, I would. If it takes people to film it, if I can get them together to do it, I'd do it. But it's as of right now, I don't have any plans to do it. I still got the documentary coming out.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't. As of right now, I don't have any plans to do a live DVD.
Ok, comme il le dit, hein, il y a rien de prévu pour l'instant pour enregistrer un DVD en 2021, il y a le DVD qui sort, donc Mean Man, The Story of Chris Holmes, en digital, Blu-ray, DVD, on pourra l'acheter. Après, si c'est filmé, il y aura peut-être un DVD, mais en tout cas, il n'est pas prévu pour l'instant d'avoir un DVD, donc je pense que Carl a eu sa réponse. Carl said, I will film it. So you have your recorders, Chris. So I think you'll find a solution for have a new DVD in 2021. So maybe you have to discuss with Carl.
Yeah. He'll do it on his iPhone, right?
With 2 iPhones. Just to have 2 different views.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So the time passed. We passed maybe 45 minutes together, Chris. First of all, I would like to say thank you very much for your times and for this Sunday times just before we have to close this weeks and move to another one. And I would like to say, Chris, thank you very much for your times. I hope you find the best approach for Indigo and Bandcamp to finalize this CD and what you want at the beginning of 2021. And after that, I think the point is totally for you. Before we finish this live Facebook, do you have some words now for all the people who are live with us together?
Yeah, what I can say is treat people how you want to be treated. That's what I say. Tell people.
Yeah,
that's my message. Treat people how you want to be treated.
I would like to say, take care, Chris. Take care, everybody. This is a real pleasure to speak with Chris. Yeah. So maybe we will discuss with Chris after the release of the new CD and something like that. So maybe I invite you again, Chris, to speak about the new release, and maybe we have some good vibes with this new release. So enjoy the rest of your days and your Sunday. Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup.
Okay. Later.
See you later. And before we just finish, we have just a small teaser for Chris. Chris, thank you so much. Take care, my friends. Right. And hope to see you very soon on tour, because this is missing for a lot of persons. So hope to see you live. Pass a good Christmas and speak to you very soon.
All right. See you later.
Mothers are crying 'cause their children are dying.